Greetings, fellow Propstop viewers. This is another episode of Propstop Showcase, and I've got a Warcraft item for you today. A very special piece because it was gifted to me. So this is King Llane's sword, one of the main characters from the film. He was the king throughout until he was killed. Spoiler warning there, oops. And then at the end, Lothar, who was also a main character, took over his position. I believe got this sword as part of that deal. Now this is one of the foam swords that was made for the King Llane character. And of course, you can't be the king without that symbolism, the lion, which is all over his armor and his helmet. As I said, this is a foam one. Foam ones you can always tell because it tends to be these lines where they inject the foam in. This one is also, a lot of the foam stuff too will get little divots in it where the foam doesn't quite get into the mold. And in some cases they fill that, in some cases those break after production or during production. But it's still incredible because the amount of detail in this, they've added this blue crystal here instead of putting that in the foam. The amount of detail and the use on this is impressive. I like things that have been used, you know, when you get damaged, which as you know, any prop that actually ever got used on a set is going to get some kind of damage because the actors and stunt people don't look after them. So in this case, you do have production wear and tear. Let me tell you, you want production wear and tear. Otherwise there's a chance the thing was never used. Now, do they make a lot of these props that are problematical in foam? No. Because people who make the replicas use resin or 3D prints almost exclusively. So that's a Propstop top tip. If you buy something in rubber, you might think, well, that's not as desirable. It is desirable because 9.9% out of 10, you're not buying a problem. Foam is king. That's how you know it's real. And the other problem too is with some of the stuff that is looking way too good, no production wear and tear. I'm here to tell you that either means it was a production asset that was never used, or worse. So, you know, I know rubber's been poo-pooed for so many years. I totally get it. In the early days of the 90s, I poo-pooed it myself. But if you want an authentic production artifact, rubber is the way to go. Because almost nobody replicates stuff in rubber because they just don't know how to do it. So I love this particular item. It was gifted to me after the prop store auction for my help. Thank you so much, sir, for that. It means so much to me. This has been on my shelf now, I think for about 5 years, and now it's actually hung on the wall with IKEA hooks here and here, and it just rests on them gently like that. Ready for me to, if I need to slice someone's head off when they try to steal my Warcraft sword. But it's such a meaningful piece, not only because I really enjoyed the movie, I really love the prop, but because the way I earned it. And again, thank you so much for my mysterious benefactor for this. You know, sometimes in life, it's not the prop that's meaningful, it's the relationship and the people that you deal with. And I'm so lucky to have dealt with so many of you out there and have had wonderful transactions with almost all of you. And that is one of the things that I really hold close to my heart in my life. I've just met some of the most incredible people, both in front of and behind the camera and just in the collecting world. And I thank each and every single one of you for some incredible transactions, swaps, trades, purchases, sales. And this is a chance for me to say thank you very much. In the meantime, go watch Warcraft if you haven't for a long time. It's a much better film with age. It has aged well. And like so many films, all of the good explanation is in the cutscenes. So make sure you watch the cutscenes. I don't know why they do that. Anyway, thanks very much for visiting us on this episode of the Propstop Showcase. Take care of yourself, and we will see you again in the future.